Okay, camera shut off in the middle of that. I finished up and I chamfered the outside. So that one is ready to be taken out. And I need to make sure that I remember that that is going to be a bastard thread. It's not to any known dimensions. So we'll take it out of there. We're going to flip it around 180 so that I can put the counter bore in for the tube. I'm going to take and blow that out a little bit. Alright, I don't know why the camera shut off. Hopefully I was recording. A lot of times it shut off when you're not recording. Alright, like that. Put that in there. I'm going to put a card, put my handy dandy spacer card in there on both sides. We're always supposed to hand those out to vendors so that the vendors could get a hold of us. And I tried to not hand them out. I didn't want vendors getting a hold of me. I'd get a hold of them if I want something. Here we go. And now we need to put the mooring bar back in. Hopefully this will go uneventful and I won't screw it up. 360 I think is what we were running. That seemed to work pretty good. Go in here and touch. Now I wish I wouldn't have let that hanging out there. Kind of distracting. Come in here and touch. Actually, how deep do I want to go with that? I want to go diameter of the glass tube, probably a couple hundred thou. I don't have that dimension on here. Oh, right, yeah, there it is. 217. So we'll come in here and touch. And eyeball that. Set my travel dial. And we want to go 217. I'm going to crank it out. Again. A lot around. Well, I mean, not exactly right, but that's okay. I don't know if you can. Take another can. This time I want to use the power feed. Alright, where's the glass tube at? Remember, I thought it was like 780 or 785. It is, if I make it 785 it should go. Don't drop it on the floor. And snap gauge. I don't know if the snap gauge will read over that far. Nope, I'll have to go to the next size. That size, snap gauge. It's hard to get a reading when you don't have hardly enough room to get on there. I'm reading 778 right now. Let's just see what my caliper says. Should be close enough with the calipers because it's not a plus or minus dimension that it's tight anyway. I'm reading 776 or 7, so. So, I'm gonna go 6 thou. This will get some high temp silicone around it anyway. So just want it to fit in there. Oh, just about wants to go. I'm going to take a free pass. Done it. So close. So close. 2 thou. There we go. Fits in there nicely. No shake, no nothing. Fits in there really nice. All right, too bad I messed up the threads. They'll be fine. You'll be fine. Trust me. I've done this before where I made bastard threads. Matter of fact, at work they had a table saw. Big table saw that had acme threads that held the blade on, and it was bastard threads. So I ended up, they couldn't get the parts, so I ended up making the parts. I think that was my first introduction to bastard threads. All right. So, there we go. Didn't mark it up too bad. Let's blow these threads out a little bit. Just want to take a gander at them. Well, they look nice. They look really nice. They look like just like what they're supposed to look like. 32 thou depth is perfect for them. All right, so now this one is ready to be loaded on the end and the whole board in for the power cylinder, and plus turned outside fins. But I'm going to go ahead and go to the next one since I got it all set up. and should be pretty close to the same as far as, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to put an indicator on it. I'm just going to go ahead and clamp it up. I'm going to get some a couple fresh business cards here. Need a couple of business cards and fold that up. Stick that in here. These business cards work really pretty good for this, actually. Let's fold this one. This is Goodrich. I think the last ones I had were UTC. Yeah, that place changed names. Seemed like every other day. Now it's Raytheon now. And since I left, they've been losing a lot of money. Not saying that that's because I left, but they're not doing well. The way it looks, they're going to have. I read somewhere they're laying off another 12,000 workers. So I probably left at the right time. All right, center drill, and then make the hole the right size. I should just make them both the same, then they'll, when I make the mating part, I can make both the mating parts the same. Well, anyway, you see me do the first one. I'm not gonna put you through watching the second one. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna shut the camera off here and actually go dump the card and probably charge the battery. Yeah, the battery looks like it's about half down on the camera, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It's about lunchtime anyway, and we'll be back when I'm making the mating. Well, actually, we'll be back when I'm boring the power cylinder hole for it, and there again I'll be making the piston, so I'll shoot for the diameter that I want, and the piston will get sized to it, so if I mess up and do the same thing as what I did here, screw it up, I'll just make the piston fit. So, no big deal. That's all part of the game. Make it work. So, I'll be back. Okay, let's see if I can do a little bit better on the second one here. And not oversize it. So I want to bore this out to 720. And I had a boring bar set up. Right here. Right here. Go all the way through with this. Over here. And I'm going to touch that, and I'm going to set my dial over here so I know when I'm through. Right there. All right. I'm going to go in and touch. Take 50 thou. take those out of gear. No? My belt's slipping on my power feed here, unit here. There we go. See where we're at. We are at should be 550 something, 556. Another 50. That should take us to 606. Another 50. And that should take us to 656. I'm going to check it again after this pass. I want to hit 720. Gotta keep my mind in the game here. Instead of thinking about other things. Let's see where we're at. Should be 650, 656, or pretty close to that. All right. We are at 654 is what we're at. So we'll take another 50, and that'll take us to 704. And then 16 after that. There should be 16 thou to come out of it yet. And we are at 704. 16 thou, not 50. So we'll go 10, 12, we're going to go 14 thousandths and see where we're at. Yesterday I went 50. Yeah. Should be able to just take a spring past, should be a couple thou under. Should be a couple thou under, should be like 718. It's actually 717 and a half. I'm gonna take just a spring pass this time. Okay, let's see where we're at. $719 and a half, close enough. All right, so now single point tool. And where did I put that? Up right here. And we got to run in reverse, which, like I say, I don't like. And got to set my gearbox again because I went and kicked it out because I was thinking that that's what was causing my power feed not to work. Come on. Come on. There we go. Could get it in gear now. Let me see, it was D1. No. 32 is D1. 32. That's what I went on the other one. I don't remember if I went 32 or. Oh, I wrote it on here, I thought. Yep, 32. So we're set at G1. G1. 32. And going in reverse, so we're going the right way. Yep. Kick her down to the slowest. I don't want to go fast. Crank her in there to where I want the thread to stop, or where I want to start at, I should say. I need to actually grind a little bit of clearance back there. On that other diameter, which was bigger, I had enough clearance, but now with this smaller diameter, I don't have enough clearance on the back side of my tool, believe it or not. So I will take and just go over to the grinder and fix that. You know, it takes a while for that grinder to get up to speed. This is a hand ground tool. Alright, that ground relief right here back. Oh, that's hot yet. Let's see if I ground enough away. I say, I don't think it'd be that much. Trying to see where it's hitting. Yeah, it's on right back on his back corner. Okay, I ground a little bit more of a radius on that back side. I just got to remember not to crank out too far. I'm going to give it a little more clearance than that, because if I back out too far, it'll wipe out the threads on the other side. And I got a little more aggressive on the backside here now. It should give me some decent clearance. Let's see if I can back up. How far I can back up and look before I run. Oh, quite a ways now. Good deal. All right. I want to go probably what's 200 thou. I'm going to go a 1/4 inch. I think I want 200 thou on the other one. A little extra isn't going to really hurt. So 1, 250. I'm going to set 0 there on my travel dial. Right there. Well, I gotta take a break. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I kind of moved the camera. And trying to get you a little bit better shot. I don't know if this is any better or not. I should put my small camera on here on the tailstock. Anyway, I set my depth and I come out and I'm going to touch. I gotta go in reverse. Right there. I'll 0 it. Normally when I do outside threading I use my compound, but internal I just plunge in. I wonder if I shouldn't, yeah, because I could still do it the same way. I think I will. So I'll back this off. Take this in 32. Okay, so now what I've done is what I've done here, let's back up here, is I touched off, then I cranked this back, and then I cranked the cross slide in 32. So now, when I go to turn my threads, and I'm going to re-0 this now. When I go to cut threads, will crank the cross or the compound in. Now we get into my depth. Right there. And we got to go in reverse. And then I'm going to crank it in until it takes a cut. I'll go on to 3. Okay. Now I can just back this up. Go into my 0. Crank this back in to 0. Take another cut here. Gonna go on to 3 again. back to 0. Put this in. Wait for my 3 to come around. That didn't sound good. Must have been a little heavy on the cut. Back to 0. And I'm just going to leave it there. Now I'll crank it up just a couple. Sounded like a little bit of a heavy cut. Wait for the 3. Back this up, entering 0, back to 0, crank this in to my final cut here, wait for the 3. I'll probably take a couple passes here. I think it was because I wasn't smooth on getting it in on 3. Wait for the 3. Move before it clipped in. And we'll see what we got. Let's take a look at them. Oh, where's my magnifying glass? There we go. Let's crank this over a little more. Give myself some room. What I'm looking for is the point, and I want it to just have 2 or 3 thousandths of a flat on top, and that's about all. So I am going to go in here and actually take another cut. So I'm going to back out, get back in here to 0. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take about a 5/10 cut. Yeah. Didn't look quite. The crown didn't look. It looked a little bit of a too big of a land on top. Get a flashlight here too. if I can find one that works. Huh. Oh. Spring fell out here. I don't know if that's what's going on with this or what. Balance the spring. Put the top on. There we go. Now I'll get my magnifying glass. Take a look. Let's see what we got. Still looks like it might be. Looks like it might be a little wide yet. I'll take one more cut. I'm going to cut the mating part to match it anyway, but so it really wouldn't matter. But it should have been good there. Should have been good on that last cut before I took the cut before this. Got to be good now, right? This flashlight's kind of aggravating here. I'm going to call that good. Call that good enough. And we want to take and put a chamfer on the lead in. All right. Now we flip it around and do the glass tube bore. Now this one, this glass tube is got a smaller diameter here. So I gotta make sure I get the right one. They vary quite a bit in diameter. This one is, well, actually not. Well, it's varying 5 thou. The other one is 5 thou bigger than this one. So we want to go to 780. Take this out. Boring bar back in. Take this out and just rotate it. Rotate it 180. So loosen this one up. Loosen this one up. Card out. So see, I marked the top, darn it. flip it around. Card in. And put the card in over here. Snug. Snug. Tighten. Tighten. And what I'm going to do is take a razor blade. Take a razor blade and cut that card off. The last time I did this too, and it stuck out and kind of irritated me. Right. And that I want about 200 thou deep. We'll go here and we'll zero my travel dial. And we want to go 200 deep. Wow. I think I'll dial this one in. She's wobbling pretty good. The last one didn't wobble that bad. Alright, so an indicator in. And where did I lay my indicator down at? Not where it's supposed to be. Huh. Really? I don't usually lay that indicator down. I'm not putting it back. Last place I used it was here, dialing this in. I know I didn't lay it here. Well, I guess I'll have to use a different one. Oh, I'm crying out loud. I had it in my Mighty Mag stuck on my toolbox. Remember, I had the Mighty Mag to dial in back and forth across to make sure it was straight. You dummy. This is just a matter of dialing in a hole over here, so. Alright, 0. Put this in neutral. Neutral. There we go. So that is high. So, I'm going to pull it that way. 6, I got to put it on the 3. One, 2, 3. 0. 0. Okay. Not touching there. Actually, it's bottoming it out. I gotta go down with it. Loosen this one up. Tighten this one up. 0. Get your shit together here. 0. What am I doing? Oh, you know what? I'll bet you I'm deforming that hole. That's what's going on. I don't suppose I'm deforming that by over tightening it. Could very well be. Zero. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I just don't have my shit together. There we go. Got it. All right. Now let's do this again. I didn't move it, I don't believe. Nope. So in here. So we'll go in there and we'll touch off. Oop, put it in gear. One on B3. All right.